Well, my friends, I don't know about you, but I had kind of a big day today. My friend Susan busted me out of here. I got to get out of my house, away from my four walls, away from my driveway. We went to Once Upon a Child. I found some new books to read. I found some cute little clothes for a little boy who's turning 1 soon. And my friend took me for lunch. And then I had some company. And then I took a nap. But now it's time for me to share a story with you, a new one that I bought today, and I hope you like it. It is called Think Hippo. It was a hot day. Desiree wallowed in the squelchy mud. Across the river, Miss Varnish was busy arranging the classroom for the first day of school. Oh boy, I wonder what school's going to be like next fall. Miss Varnish felt a little nervous. Desiree is starting school today, she said to herself. I hope she doesn't turn out like her brother and sister, Bruiser and Grace. Bruiser, meanwhile, was giving Desiree some useful tips on school life. You're sure to need these, he said. Desiree sank deeper in the mud. I'm not going to school, she said. What? School's the best. Why not? Asked Grace. We had to. I'm scared, bubbled Desiree. There'll be lions in class smarter than me, and I'm scared of teachers. Pooh, said Bruiser. Think positively, Desiree. Yes, Grace chimed in. Think big. Think hippo. They rolled their head over their heels into deeper water. Feeling glum, Desiree slowly swam to school. How can I ever be as tough as Bruiser? Or as fierce as Grace, she wondered. I don't like fighting, and my voice isn't big and loud. I'm just trying to think big. The school shook as Desiree trundled in late. The school shook as Desiree trundled in late. Oh, there you are, Desiree, snapped Miss Varnish, just in time for numbers. Repeat after me. 1 for the monkey's tail, 2 toes on a sloth, 3 rested parrots, 4 for 4 eyes, 5 crocs crawling on rocks. See those numbers? And then up here, there's 6 tricks on sticks and 7 spots and 8 elephant ears. Look at all those elephant ears. And 9 baboons. See the 9 baboons? And 10, look at the 10. 10 tangoing tigers. Wow, those are some twisty words. Now you can count my teeth, joked Miss Varnish. Only the hyena laughed. Just then the bell rang for recess. Everybody's favorite subject. Get out and move. Saved, thought Desiree as everyone ran out to play. Suddenly she heard a terrible roar behind her. You've squashed my tail, snarled Ambrose the lion. Roar. He's a little persnickety. Oops, thought Desiree. Here's trouble. She tried to look as beefy as Bruiser. It's all bent, growled the lion. Desiree opened her mouth wide to shout like Grace. Too bad, she squeaked. Ambrose began to sharpen his claws very loudly. Think, Grace had said. Think big. Desiree had a big idea. She would roll Ambrose's tail straight. She rolled over and over the tail. It grew flatter. Look at that. And thinner. And very much longer, but not straighter. Ambrose was furious. Think positively, Ambrose, said Desiree. Your tail makes a great jump rope. Look at her tail. Desiree jumped and thumped and kicked up a dust storm. Ambrose turned brownish gray all over. What will our teacher think? He yelled, growling his teeth. Roar. Think hippo, cried Desiree, plunging into the river with Ambrose. Hold your nose while I count to 10. They sank to the bottom. Desiree had started counting. 1 for the monkey's tail, 2 toes on the sloth, 3 crested parrots, 4 for... Then they shot up out of the water in a great whoosh, landing on the bank. Ambrose was squeaky clean, and his tail had shrunk back to normal, but he was wrinkled all over with a big furry prune. You look like a big furry prune. In one smelly breath, Desiree blew him dry. You look fine, she said. Didn't you hear the bell? Called Miss Varnish. Come quickly. Mr. Ryan, the principal, wants to ask you something. Oh, and the principal asks, don't you get a little nervous? Not if you've been behaving. Now, said old Mr. Ryan, pausing while Ambrose and Desiree settled down, who can tell me how many teeth I have? Having practiced her numbers, Desiree was the first to smile, or to answer. Miss Varnish beamed her friendliest smile. Desiree smiled back, no longer afraid. Soon I'll be able to count all your teeth too, she said. And how many teeth do you have in your mouth? You should check. And you could check your brothers and sisters and your parents or grandpas and grandmas. But don't let them sneak a bite. Have a good evening.